Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning for our show. We appreciate your viewership. As always, we'd like to get started with the weather, and brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard, and his hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. I got tickled this morning when I looked at it because yesterday I was talking about it just a 6-degree difference. Well, today, same difference. High 66, low 60. So the temperature, air temperature stays the same in this kind of weather. Sort of interesting meteorological fact. You know, I just like to look at those kind of things. Our water temperature in the pier is 71. It's been pretty steady the last couple of weeks. Our river reading brought to us by Panama City, Coca-Cola. Right now, that Coca-Cola is still reading low. It's at 1.8. And like I said, most of the rain has been west of us in that watershed. But now the Choctawhatchee watershed is picking it up. It's reading a 3.1, and it's going to be going up. It's going to be going on up pretty fast, too. Tomorrow's reading will be interesting to see what we have tomorrow. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at the strong tide today. Low tide this morning is at 8:45 and highs tonight at 10:21. Of course, our river reading is always brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. We've been blessed with some really good sponsors on Panhandle Outdoors, and we really appreciate them. Wind's going to be coming in strong now, like yesterday, east-northeast at about 17. That's just a big, strong flow coming through, and I know you've seen it on radar what it looks like. So just, be careful out there on the road. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We get all this rain, and of course, you always think about how it affects the outdoors. I don't know if you think that way, but I certainly do. I think about the woods and the water. I think about the water, the runoff, the rivers going up, the bay sort of getting a little bit of muddy stuff in it. I'm always thinking what's going on with the rain. Well, I'm thinking about the woods now because so many of us have these food plots, and it's scattered out throughout the area. And it's been so dry, and I've seen pictures. I've seen my nephew Matthew working on ours up at Granddaddy's place, and it's just pretty sparse, if there is one word to describe it. So hopefully this rain is really going to get things moving up. Then I started thinking about food plots, and I always like to, when I think about something, I like to maybe look it up and see other people's thoughts and all. I ran across this outline of how to do food plots, and they did it in letters. And it's really interesting. I'm going to share it with you real quick. You can plan how to plant a food plot. Okay, this first one to talk about is the U. The U-shaped plot is okay. You plant everything in the U. Okay, so it doesn't matter where they enter. Your chances are you're going to be good to see them. All right, the next one is a V. The V is even better. It gives long. You've got a long shot. You can look down both ways, and that really is a good one right there. The V shot. Okay, then the T. The T's are perfect. They like this one if you're on a ridge or something, the top part of the ridge and looking downhill, and that's not a bad one up there around Tennessee or somewhere. The T shape, and then the L. How about the L? If it's already shaped like that, and this is if you have an area that sort of falls into there, right there in the vertex is one. How about the K? Now I thought this was an interesting one. I've never planted a K. I just thought it was interesting. And then, and this is the guy that wrote it. This is his favorite one, the turkey foot plot. Now that's good, but look at how many areas it'll cover. And then the last one is a figure 8, which is not a bad idea because you can get right there in the middle and look both ways. I like that one right there, the figure 8 plot. So anyway, those are different shapes of food plots you can plant in the near future if you have any time to do it for next year. Pretty much this year, everybody's pretty well set, and the people I've talked to and what we've done ourselves. Now, I really appreciate the feedback we'll get. I got a letter right here from, email from Alan Mack, okay? Winston, while watching your program on 13 November, you showed interest for the Lewis and Clark expedition. A few years ago, my wife and I did a paddle wheel cruise on the Snake and Columbia rivers that followed the route of Lewis and Clark. They had buses following the boat from beginning to end. When the boat docked, these buses would take you to the highlighted areas that Lewis and Clark stopped on their journey. I can't begin to explain what a wonderful trip it was. Pack your bags, Adam McCutcheon. And here was, of course, the route of Lewis and Clark, just throwing that in to sort of course, in the Pacific Northwest is just some, I know, just I've read about it and I know about it. I did not know they actually had a paddle wheel cruise, Alan. Thank you for sharing that with me. And I'm added that to my bucket list. I would love to go on that. Here's my problem on these long trips. Gail does not fly, so we're gonna have to drive out there. I don't know, it'll probably take a week to drive up there, so but we'll see what we can do. And somebody's got to do the show, so maybe you can come on and do the show. But anyway, thank you. That looks like a lot of fun. The FWC, along with actually the governors in this now, as far as the national government, check this out on the derelict boats. We just got this. This is Gulf of Mexico Alliance, which is a group of states. And Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama have a lot of boats that have just been abandoned, and they're just sitting there, and oil getting in the water, and it's all kind of things. So they're going to be removed. They set up a program to remove them from the waterways. And here's one right here that was leaking oil, and they of course put things around it to keep the oil leak in. But people just, especially after these big storms, when they just leave them there. And here's a picture of some abandoned. I think this was over here this I think was in Mississippi. So it was Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida. They're putting this program together. And they're putting millions of dollars in it. It's like a government grant. And just hauling them out and taking them to the junkyard and all. Okay, we're talking about squirrel hunting, how much fun everybody's had, and we got all kind of situations where this past weekend people went. It opened on private land a little while ago, but the public land opened this past weekend. That's why we talked about it so much last week and this week. We're coming out of Howard Creek, Miranda Rollins and Bo Rollins. Okay, they got squirrel. Look at the kids. Here are the kids down there. Got two pictures. That's a fine mess of squirrel right there coming out of Howard Creek. And the other picture right here. Look at there. I don't know the boys' names. That's some great pictures in the fall foliage. And that's a good way to get them going. Okay, so let's go and take a quick break. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. A couple of items to talk about right here. We've got this text all the way from Colorado. Jack Nichols over here sent this to me. I saw the Chad Taylor email about San Andrews State Park and the issue with storing boats in a marina. I too camped there last week and found out the same thing. Also, they do not allow rinsing your boat or flushing the motor. A real head scratcher. So things are different at a state park now, and not for the betterment, I don't think. Captain Kim out of Carabel, Seacourt and Marina, we talked to her yesterday. She requested these folks send this picture of a sail. They actually caught the sailfish back in October. Captain Mac Farr and on the Judy Sea, and they released it. But what a great picture! What a nice catch down there, fellas. A sailfish last month. Okay, well, the last picture we're going to show you. If you're in the woods and you have a fire and you don't have a grill, now isn't this a smart idea? A lot of us have these trailers. You just let the tailgate down until you prop it up. Get a piece of wood right there. I looked at it last night, wondering what's going to happen when that leg in the corner right there, if it catches on fire, the steak's going to fall into the fire. But I thought that was creative. All right, now I want to read something to you. This Wendy had written. Wendy likes to read and write those kind of things, and she sent a article into Woods and Water. Little known that it was going to be printed, but it was. The name of it was My Father's Daughter. She actually had it printed. This was a while back. They actually printed it and didn't tell her it was going to be printed, so I was surprised when we found it. But she wrote all kinds of things about growing up with me as an outdoorsman, some things I taught her. and some of them are humorous, but I have to talk. I'm going to read one paragraph out of it, and just bear with me. Wendy was little at the time, but she just has memories of us doing things in the outdoors. And I have some pictures of this if I can find. That's going to be one of our holiday chores, to try to find some of these old pictures that go with these stories that we remember. And I'd have urged you to do the same thing. Try to keep those stories together and pass them on down of different things you did growing up, and to share. And Wendy wants me to do a memoir, and I don't know if I can do it or not. But anyway, this is Wendy writing this article for Woods and Water, and it's called My Father's Daughter. Things I had taught her. Okay, here we go. He taught me determination. After shooting a big buck near Tuloja Creek in Liberty County, near his grandparents' old homestead, he watched helplessly as a deer began crossing Tuloja Creek and then sinking before it got to the other side. Undeterred, my dad stripped off his camo down to his undergarments, and in 20-degree weather, waded out into the middle of the creek and dove down. I did. I watched breathlessly from the railroad trestle above, hoping my dad's head would pop up soon. I was both fearful and proud. Would he come up with his prize? Sure enough, he emerged with a smile from ear to ear as the guys who hunted with us started cheering and clapping from the banks of the river. He walked up out of that river dragging his prize by the antlers up to the banks. That's just one of our family stories. I had almost forgotten about that, and Wendy had written about it, so it was really getting it from her viewpoint as a little girl and all. So I may share some more of those kind of stories. So I urge you to get these stories together, have them written down, different family members write their viewpoint and all. I know when my dad passed away, I sat down and wrote a long poem about him. It's very special to the family to this day. Now, speaking of doing things, with hunting season coming up, I've been to a lot of conferences and different places, and talking about keeping people comfortable while you're in the outdoors. You know, a human being seeks comfort no matter what event they're doing. It could be a ball game, it could be watching TV or traveling. They want to be comfortable. We want to be comfortable. Well, you get in tree stands a lot of times, or outdoors, you get cold. Well, this company started making these all kind of warm, keep your body warm. Now, if you've been in a tree stand in cold weather, you know about these. And first things they made were foot warmers, because usually that's the first thing that started getting cold. I got tickled sort of watching the development of these over the years. So they had a foot warmer, and then the next thing they had, of course, was a hand warmer. So that's your two extremities, your hand and the feet. So, okay, hot hands. Okay, then they decided, I guess, I've used those before, I never used this one. This is a body warmer. Just do the whole body. Just put it, what you do, you put it right here in your trunk area to just stay warm right there. But my favorite one was actually called a toe warmer. Okay, they actually put that in the end of your shoes with your toe warmers. So that really specializes. So all these things were put in there to keep us comfortable. And then that was in the wintertime, but one of the biggest ones as far as actual making us really comfortable in the fall and even the springtime when turkey hunting was this right here, the thermocell. And these things were amazing. The first person to tell me about it was Stan Kirkland, because he did a lot of turkey hunting. He said, he called us, Winston, have you tried those thermocells? This is a little while back. I said, no, I thought he was talking about something to drink, a thermos or something. He was telling me about it, and he convinced me to get one, and they are amazing. But what I was going to say, not just for hunting, but on the back porch or anywhere, it would flat out work, this thermocell here. So all these things have been, kept us comfortable. And a lot of these conferences would go to, and, this was advent of things coming out ahead of time. Of course, we started seeing those all over at the time. And then one of the neat things I saw just as a hunter, when they started coming out with scent blocker, you just spray this on your clothes, and I really believe strong in this kind of stuff, some kind of scent blocker, and they make all kinds of them. And then also my brother had this a long time ago. I mean, we just hang this in a tree, and it heated up. The dough and heat scent would drop on the ground, and the buck would come. So you hang this up in a limb. So it was really, that was interesting. But the best one, and this goes way back for doe scent, and I don't know if you can see, it's called Tinks, T-I-N-K-S. I believed in this since I was a young man. This is the first one ever come out, and it's named after the guy Tink, and he's from Mississippi, a Mississippi deer hunter, and he was amazing at what all he did with that, and it became so popular. And I don't know if people use it much anymore because they have so many feeding areas, but back when you couldn't feed them and all, that was the bomb right there as far as getting big bucks in January. So I want to share those things with you, from the toe warmers to the other stuff. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's get ready for our fishing game time. Then we're going to do a giveaway. Our fishing game time today brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. Yesterday was just one time. Today is 2 times. This morning we've just had it till 2:04 this morning, and then right in the middle of the day again, 12:33 to 2:33. And we haven't done a giveaway in a while, but I have 2 more mystery tracker boxes. Remember, we were doing that last year, the mystery tracker box, and I have not opened this one. I really haven't. So we're going to give this away, and just real quickly, I don't even know what's in it. How about that? First thing is a Z-Man. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. A salt. All right. What about it? This same thing I've been giving away. How about a big bite bait? Is that not cool? And a little Western little spoon right there, a little silver spoon. That is a cool one. And a couple of paper things, and a package of hooks, and a decal. Okay, so all this goes, that's a mystery tackle box. And you can subscribe to it, and they'll send this to you once a month. That's how we're giving away. So we're gonna give that away. Then a little water, okay, right here from Costa. Okay, that goes in a package. And we'll have Jeff's DVD. I don't have it with me. We'll give Jeff's DVD away, okay? And then 2 decals for Panhandle Outdoors. That's the solid one, and then one on the window. Panhandle, okay, these are really cool. And then, of course, the book, What the Woods Taught Me. That's all one package. And how about Panhandle Outdoors mug? A little coffee cup, I mean. Okay, that's a good little collection right there. And the winner of our giveaway, fall sweepstakes, we'll call it, or thankfulness sweepstakes. And the winner is, all the way from Ponce de Leon, Debbie Colmetz. I'll put it right here, Debbie. Congratulations. And it'll be here at the station, at Fox 28 Station. Okay, now, like I said, we got the squirrel hunt video coming up tomorrow, and in fact, we got. I want to share this with you because Diana Miller Taunton shared this about the squirrel hunting. This is the Taunton family. I'm just going to show you. She just sent a bunch of pictures. This is the Taunton family annual camp out. Okay, it's annual camp out, and they just had it. I always do it opening weekend. They've been doing it. I asked her how long they've been doing it. She said, like, she checked with her mom, and her parents, her dad, granddaddy did it. Been doing it. This is she and her daughter, okay, at the cookhouse. So I tell you what, we're just going to go through these really fast. Here she is. This is Mimi and her grandson. Let me see if I can get them going sideways. Okay, they're going to be a little dark there. This is the campfire at night. Now, isn't that cool? This is down on the river. The family's been doing like 76 years. Okay. I think that's her sister-in-law, maybe. I don't know everybody. This is Papa. Okay, this is Papa Oren. He made sure we all got in and out safely. It was whether 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. he was on duty, and we love him so much for doing it. And see, the thing about this camp, they have swings and just all kind of fun things, getting the kids in the outdoors. I know David Taunton will be so proud to see this tradition continue. And they're all in tents, and which makes it special itself. Around the campfire, right there. In fact, right there, well, they're doing hot dogs. That's cool. I don't know if I get through all of them. I just wanted to give you the essence of what they do in camping. And of course, they brought a generator. Back in the day, they didn't have a generator, but that's something real convenient now to have some lights and all. And those things are heavy, but man, they're great to have. Right there on the riverbank. Diana's just having a great time. She's happy. And watch some great picture backdrops. There's a camp there, down below Howard Creek, and they're swinging each other. They put up this little rope from tree to tree, and the kids get on it, and all kind of competition going back and forth on it, and sitting around the campfire and playing a lot of games. There's a competition. We're going to go through them. I'm going to get through all of them. They're playing around a lot. Okay. Cooking up some food right here real quick. There's a niece, I believe. Oh, there's a bug on it. Look at there. Now, how many, okay, let's check it out. Look at there, that beetle. Is that not cool? The Jackson sisters have kept us fed for over 30 years. These ladies here have been come down and help them cook and all. They love doing it for over 30 years. Ooh, look at that! Look at that breakfast. Are you getting the essence of it? How important it is, how much fun it is to do these things? Oh, look at there! Oh my goodness! That's some good food. Man, that looks like a family reunion. So here they are playing again and playing games, Uno, different ages, all different ages, and family. See, this family here, see, we're talking about, this is their first time. Billy, Emily, and their girl Chelsea. This is the first trip out for them. That's cool. So anyway, I got to start wrapping up. You can see all the pictures, and oh, that's fun right there, marshmallows. Okay, so, and there's the Taunton brothers doing it. Okay, good job. Okay, we got them all in. I'm glad. I just wanted to show you all those pictures. Diana posted them, and she's been on the show before. Diana Miller Taunton, David Taunton and his wife Abigail, and the family just been giving people their whole life and continue to have done that. A Taunton Family Children's Home down in Weewalt, Hitchcock, down below there. Okay, I got to wrap it up for today. I got a video tomorrow, and then coming back with a Good Friday show. So y'all do something good today for someone else. Enjoy our great outdoors. Let's take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.